either getting a drink or going to the field. Do I have to say it? I love to see that. Today, everyone lined up, everyone walked across, everybody killed somebody, right? And then if you had more, you killed another one. Until we were all dead. And they probably had people that didn't get to hit anybody.
Yeah!
So good for them. Yeah. Better for us. Yeah. I love you guys.
We love you too. But in an army manly kind of way.
As every time. I don't get angry very often. But when I do, you don't want to be there. As with every person, there's a time. This year is my time. I've been proud to be your general for 2 years. I will be proud in the future to stand next to each and every one of you. It's my time to retire. But in these 2 years, a gentleman has stepped up. He has taken an accelerated learning from all of us. I do not think that I can put you in any better hands of my Lieutenant General, Sir Farthen. To me, of your personal will, I ask you to extend to Sir Farthen. Thank you very much.
Well, Pellinor stole all my words. We start training tomorrow, this week next year. Thank you all. Draco Invictus!
Draco Invictus!
Oh, yay! This here reopens the court of their majesties, Arkan Runa!
All of you have come out to fight, but what you have not seen is behind the scenes. There was one lady who, of her own accord, without being asked, went out to clean the battlefield so that you all could have a safe environment to play in. I would have that recognized.
Their majesties call before them! Carol of St. Carol on the Moor!
What do I do? Go. Yeah.
Let those who silently toil know that their labors are not unseen or unappreciated. Thus we, Arkan Runa, King and Queen of the Middle Kingdom, are minded to make unto Carol of St. Carol on the Moor an award of arms for her tireless service on the battlefield at Pennsic, done this 12th day of August at Pennsic 40. For Lady Carol! Hoorah! Their Majesties call before them the Queen's Guard!
Kendra.
For those who don't know, every member of my Queen's Guard was required to fight not just the heavy battles to defend me, but also the rapier battles. Go out and shoot the rapier, or go out and shoot the archery war point, the populace, and to help defend the fort in the children's water battle. They have done that. They were not a unit for Pennsic. They are from different regions from all over the kingdom. And they came together as one unit to be effective, not just on the battlefield, but in their service to the kingdom. For that, we have
Gentlemen, we've discussed our matter of honor. You have your chains back, and now there are one more thing that you would do.
Their Majesties call forth all knights that have not yet sworn fealty!
Majesties, would you mind if we repledge our fealty with these good men?
It would gladden my heart. And I know you need it.
Whoever be a good knight and true, reverent and generous, shield of the weak, obedient to my liege lord, foremost in battle, courteous at all times, champion of the right and the good. Thus swear I,
This we here shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which
Just kidding. Fealty with love, valor with honor, oath breaking with justice.
Thank you, Majesty.
Their Majesties call before them! Dukes or Uller!
Your Grace! I've heard some valorous stories, but I would hear them from you.
Majesty, if it please you, I will address the
It does please me.
On Monday, we stood at a lovely mountain pass and made every single effort to take it. Had a nice look over a valley, kind of pleasing to us. All of us gave our all, fighting to exhaustion, fighting through numbers that are merely overwhelming. It is hard in a battle like that to pick out true heroism, as everyone in a helm was a hero. But what I saw astounded me so that I was unable to move from my stance. As I saw a young man who numbered himself amongst this company only a short while step in front of me and charge against the enemy. This was no column charge that merely penetrated and was wasted. This young man went into his enemy and killed him. Then he went to the next one and he killed him. And his arm moved like the blades of a windmill, so that I could not even count the number of dead. Because of him, we were able to retake 20 or 30 feet of a corner. That man was my hero, because that meant that I was able to do what I needed to do to take the ground he had took. We kept it for a while.
Their Majesties call before them! Mustafa of Midlands!
Was there more?
Naturally there was. We fought in the woods the following day, pushed back as we were. A nice, lovely wooded chateau. Every one of us had a fight of our lives there, enjoying ourselves in the shade. And all of us pushed again like heroes. And hard it was to find the right hero amongst us. And yet, once again, as if the heavens had opened up and given us a salvation, the heroes stepped up and over and over and over pushed into line. Sometimes under orders and sometimes just because he saw that that is what needed to happen. Over and over I saw this young man fling himself against the anvil. And he himself was the hammer.
Their Majesties call before them! Raymond of the Two Baronies!
these are good stories, valorous deeds. But there were more valorous deeds on the field. We have heroes among us that always stand out. We had Ivar, the last man alive on the 5th bridge. We had Gregoire, who in the 2nd field stood, and man after man he slew right before my eyes. Also in the bridges we had 2. Most of our heroes are large men, large in stature, large in deeds, and I have 2 more men who were large in deeds.
Their Majesties call before them Heinrich and Seto!
Sorry, pardon.
We're heading that way.
Excuse me.
You rock boy.
Right, pardon. Well, that'll fit the cut out. Sure.
Perimeter.
And they keep coming. So many facts that I might ask. Red Company, count off!
1,
2.
Yet still we are missing one. Or 2.
Their Majesties call before them Reinhard Weidbrich von Graham!
Don't take so long next time.
I received many reports of Reinhardt's commanding in the Woods battle on the heavy list. He commanded as I watched him in the Valley battle, shifting troops where we needed them, taking land, stepping up to press back the enemy. He also commanded and helped on the Rapier Woods. It was most certainly one of the key components to our victory. For that is why he is before you now.
Their Majesties call before them Uno Gentaro Yukio!
Sir Pellinor.
Yes,
Did you have words with this man?
I do.
Please, address the populace.
Yukio. At Baron Wars, I was on the right end of my brother's unit. We were right next to the mountain. Yukio was on my right. The mountain was on my left. I addressed Yukio and I said, if anyone from the other side charges me, put him on the ground. And he did. Either on the ground or in the mountain. Anyone that came after me and was on me and trying to kill me, he inserted himself between them and myself and killed them. He was a rock. He followed orders to the letter and to the intent. He did not let me die if he could help it. And he apologized when I did die. Thank you, Yukio.
I received a missive from Count Hagen about this man, who will be shortly sitting right here,
Not short.
extolling his virtues. Such words cannot be ignored. And I would have you know they were not the only words we received.
In all the armies in history, there have been many warriors who have fought and led from within the ranks, rising to positions of great honor. A warrior has many virtues, such as skill in arms, leadership on the field, and teaching of the arts martial. Therefore we, Ark and Bruna, King and Queen of the Middle Kingdom, do herewith recognize Reinhard Weigriff von Graham, Uno Gentaro Yukio, and Wilhelm Bjorn Futen as members of the Order of the Red Company.
Derek Cloak!
I have it.
Is there a story with this cloak?
Yeah. Can I step up here for a second?
Please.
Don't hate me, honey. I've been hiding it in the tent and you've been stepping on it.
That's a good story, too.
Well, you tell the story.
Hagen handed me his cloak to give to him. His knight made it for him, and he wishes that he had it. His wife made the pin and the trim, and he sewed everything on it. He wishes that he wear it in battle as he did.
Sergeants, join your brothers.
Their Majesties request the captains of the Red Company come forward!
Fall back.
Sergeant, fall back.
Sergeant, fall back. Captain's up.
Sergeants, fight from the front. Captains, fight from the rear. And take the fight through the front when necessary. And your number is incomplete.
Their Majesties call before them! Glaucus, Nadasi, and Biarki!
You fought well, and you have fought well, and you have fought well. No more words need be said.
In all the armies in history, there have been many warriors who have fought and led from within the ranks, rising to positions of great honor. A warrior has many virtues, such as skill in arms, leadership on the field, and teaching of the arts martial. Therefore, we, Ark and Runa, King and Queen of the Mid-Realm, do herewith recognize Glaucus and Biarki as members of the Order of the Gold Minx.
That one I did not know.
Right, well,
That was awesome.
right, Martin, coming back out.
Their Majesties request the presence of Duke Sopranos!
Uh-oh.
I didn't do it.
What did he do?
I didn't do it. Your Grace.
Your Majesties, indeed, your men and women took these fields and showed our allies and our eternal enemies and our friends.
Jump up and down.
Puberty. Friends. Puberty. What we are made of. I would bring attention to those not only that fought these great battles, but each day came out with many of your knights to hold these fields and show them not only the prowess on the battlefield, but the prowess from within the tournament. For these men, as I watched them, not only showed our allies and the known world the great prowess of this kingdom, but honored me to look forward in the future to see these men stand next to my side as well. And thus I am here. I would beg a boon.
Be it a right and proper thing, and within our power, it shall be done.
I would ask that you elevate my Squire Pavard.
Summon the members of our most noble order of the chivalry.
Their Majesties call before them the order of the chivalry!
Pardon? Excuse me. Come this way. Nicole, Madison, come here. Alright, we're good.
Noble sirs, is it your judgment that the Havard is worthy to be numbered among our chivalry in prowess, loyalty, and courtesy?
Aye!
Call forth the candidates.
Their Majesties call before them! Havard!
As it is the judgment of these our chivalry that you have shown the prowess, loyalty, and most especially courtesy of a knight, that we now ask you to stand your vigil. Think well on your deeds and heart, and listen to the words of your peers. Then present yourself before our heir's court, where you will be offered the accolade of knighthood or the baldric of a master-at-arms. You have our leave to go, and take him, and do with him as you will.
For Havard! Hoorah!
Hoorah!
It has been our honor to be a part of this army. We asked for crossovers on both sides, the rapier and the heavy, and it was more than delivered. And it has been my honor, and I'm sure His Majesty's, to run with you this war. Thank you.
Warriors of the middle, no words I say could ever express the love that we have felt for you, the honor that we have seen you display, the chivalry that have rallied to our cause. And although the score may not reflect it, we feel very strongly that we are very clearly the victors of this contest. The heavies are released to their camps, to their loved ones, to their dependents. We have one last contest of this war. The rapier combatants will be taking the field to show their champions' prowess as your champions took the field to start. We thank you, and we love you. Draco Invictus!